C# is the most popular general-purpose programming language and was developed by Microsoft in 2000, renowned for its robustness, flexibility, and extensive application range. It is simple and has an object-oriented programming concept that can be used for creating different types of applications. Here, we will provide 50+ C# interview questions and answers, which are suitable for both freshers and experienced professionals with 2, 5, and 10 years of experience. Here, we cover everything, including core C# concepts, object-oriented programming, OOP, multi-threading, exception handling, design patterns, .NET framework, and more that will surely help you to crack C# interviews. In this video, we will walk you through top 10 interview questions. What is C#? C# is an object-oriented modern programming language that was created by Microsoft. It runs on the .NET framework. C# is very close to C++ and Java programming languages. The language is proposed to be a simple, modern, general-purpose, object-oriented programming language. The language is used for creating software components. What is Common Language Runtime, CLR? CLR is the basic and virtual machine component of the .NET framework. It is the runtime environment in the .NET framework that runs the codes and helps in making the development process easier by providing various services such as remoting, thread management, type safety, memory management, robustness, etc. Basically, it is responsible for managing the execution of .NET programs, regardless of any .NET programming language. It also helps in the management of code, as code that targets the runtime is known as the managed code, and code that doesn't target to runtime is known as unmanaged code. What is inheritance? Does C# support multiple inheritance? Inheritance is an important pillar of OOP, object-oriented programming. It is the mechanism in C# by which one class is allowed to inherit the features, fields, and methods of another class. Superclass. The class whose features are inherited is known as superclass, or a base class, or a parent class. Subclass. The class that inherits the other class is known as a subclass, or a derived class, extended class, or child class. The subclass can add its own fields and methods in addition to the superclass fields and methods. Reusability. Inheritance supports the concept of reusability, i.e., when we want to create a new class and there is already a class that includes some of the code that we want, we can derive our new class from the existing class. By doing this, we are reusing the fields and methods of the existing class. C# does not support multiple class inheritance. What is the difference between a struct and a class in C++? A class is a user-defined blueprint or prototype from which objects are created. Basically, a class combines the fields and methods, member function which defines actions, into a single unit. A structure is a collection of variables of different data types under a single unit. It is almost similar to a class because both are user-defined data types and both hold a bunch of different data types. What is enum in C#? Enumeration, or enum, is a value data type in C#. It is mainly used to assign the names or string values to integral constants, which make a program easy to read and maintain. For example, the 4 suits in a deck of playing cards may be 4 enumerators named club, diamond, heart, and spade, belonging to an enumerated type named suit. Other examples include natural enumerated types, like the planets, days of the week, colors, directions, etc. The main objective of enum is to define our own data types, enumerated data types. Enumeration is declared using the enum keyword directly inside a namespace, class, or structure. What is the difference between ref and out keywords? The ref is a keyword in C# which is used for passing the arguments by a reference. Or we can say that if any change is made in this argument in the method will reflect in that variable when the control returned to the calling method. The ref parameter does not pass the property. The out is a keyword in C#, which is used for passing the arguments to methods as a reference type. It is generally used when a method returns multiple values. The out parameter does not pass the property. What are properties in C#? Properties are the special type of class members that provides a flexible mechanism to read, write, or compute the value of a private field. Properties can be used as if they are public data members, but they are actually special methods called accessors. This enables data to be accessed easily and helps to promote the flexibility and safety of methods. Encapsulation and hiding of information can also be achieved using properties. It uses predefined methods, which are get, and set methods, which help to access and modify the properties. Accessors. The block of set and get is known as accessors. It is very essential to restrict the accessibility of the property. There are two types of accessors, i.e., get accessors and set accessors. There are different types of properties based on the get and set accessors. Read and write properties, when property contains both get and set methods. Read-only properties, when property contains only the get method. Write-only properties, when property contains only set method. Auto-implemented properties, when there is no additional logic in the property accessors, and it introduces in CUR 3.0. What is the difference between constant and read-only in C#? In C#, a const keyword is used to declare constant fields and constant local. The value of the constant field is the same throughout the program, or in other words, once the constant field is assigned, the value of this field is not be changed. In C#, constant fields and locals are not variables. A constant is a number, string, null reference, Boolean values. Read-only keyword is used to declare a read-only variable. This read-only keyword shows that you can assign the variable only when you declare a variable or in a constructor of the same class in which it is declared. Can multiple catch blocks be executed? The main purpose of the catch block is to handle the exception raised in the try block. This block is only going to execute when the exception is raised in the program. In C#, you can use more than one catch block with a try block. Generally, multiple catch block is used to handle different types of exceptions, means each catch block is used to handle different type of exception. If you use multiple catch blocks for the same type of exception, then it will give you a compile time error, because C# does not allow you to use multiple catch block for the same type of exception. A catch block is always preceded by the try block. In general, the catch block is checked within the order in which they have occurred in the program. If the given type of exception is matched with the first catch block, then the first catch block executes, and the remaining of the catch blocks are ignored. And if the starting catch block is not suitable for the exception type, then the compiler searches for the next catch block. What is jagged arrays? A jagged array is an array of arrays such that member arrays can be of different sizes. In other words, the length of each array index can differ. The elements of jagged array are reference types and initialized to null by default. Jagged array can also be mixed with multi-dimensional arrays. Here, the number of rows will be fixed at the declaration time, but you can vary the number of columns.